Good morning, Gina B from Embracing Imperfect. Just waiting another second or two for it to be 11:30. So hi and welcome to today's show. I am Gina B and this is Embracing Imperfect. Good morning, welcome. I am so happy to see you here. I am just wanted to announce that I'm going to be doing Facebook Live shows every Wednesday and Thursday at 11:30. I'm shooting for 11, but I haven't been able to make it at 11 recently. I was doing Tuesdays, but I do have Tuesday commitments, but you can come here every Wednesday and Thursday around 11 a.m. or 11:30 to listen to my Facebook Live topics. Hi, welcome everybody. Good to see you all here. What I talk about on this Facebook page mostly is health and wellness and issues related to that. And so today I wanted to talk about cognitive dissonance. I know it's like one of those intimidating terms, but once you know what it means, it's something you're probably going to think that you hear a lot of. And I only want to talk about it as it relates to health and wellness issues. I don't really want to talk about it in terms of religion or politics, but you can find it anywhere. So cognitive dissonance, I'm going to give you definition off a page so that we can get a really accurate sense of what it is. It was first proposed by a psychologist named Leon Festinger. And it has to do with how you feel inside. So people have an inner need. This is what Dr. Festinger said. People have an inner need to ensure that their beliefs and behaviors are consistent. Inconsistent or conflicting beliefs lead to disharmony. So what cognitive dissonance actually is when you believe something and then you hear something that completely contradicts what you already believe, but you believe it as well. And so you get this inner conflict. A lot of people have different reactions to it. So a lot of people, when they hear this inner conflict of something that looks right and looks reasonable, but conflicts with everything they've ever been taught, they can react like they just shut down to the new information and they just cling to the old information, or they can work on changing their worldview or beliefs or impressions and embracing the new thing that they have learned. It is extremely difficult. So one thing I want to say about cognitive dissonance is that you're going to hear in certain communities that you're going to hear people say, they won't say it, but they're kind of going to say I don't have that problem. I see reality for what it is. And I believe in ABC and XYZ, and what you're saying is not even real. It's totally fake news. There, I said fake news, but not political, in terms of health things. So here's, I shared a video yesterday, and it was hilarious. It was from Funny or Die, and it was, he was some kind of nutritional doctor, and he time travels back to the 70s, and a guy's about to sit down to eat a breakfast of steak, eggs, and toast, and he starts freaking out about, you can't eat eggs because they have cholesterol, and so the wife throws out the eggs, and the guy comes back in a time machine over a period of 35 years, and he's like, no, now you can eat the egg whites, it's just not the yolk. No, now we found out you can eat the eggs, but you shouldn't eat the bread. No, now you have to get rid of the steak, you can't eat steak anymore. Now we have to eat like our ancestors. And it's really funny because it's how things keep changing. And in health and wellness, this has been a big problem because what happens is doctors have kind of gotten cemented in whatever they learned in medical school, whether it was 20 or 30 years ago or 5 years ago. So you have doctors now, and honestly, nutrition is not really covered in too many medical schools at all. Like, there's no specialty in it except in very few medical schools in the United States. And there's only like you can probably take a course on it here and there, but it's not really an integral part of a physician's training in the United States, which is, in my opinion, a crying shame. Like, I think a doctor should really understand the basics of nutrition as how it affects your physiology in a medical sense, right? And so you have all these conflicting things going on now. But one example is, eggs were bad. Then egg yolks were bad. And now eggs are a healthy fat. You just want to make sure you get them pastured eggs if you possibly can. And failing that, organic. You want to get the healthiest eggs you can possibly buy, right? For the healthy fats. But that information keeps changing. I have a lot of friends at my church who are much older than me. And they tell me what their doctors are telling them. And it's so bad. It's, eat like a bird, don't eat any fat, don't eat any cholesterol, don't eat grease. Oh my gosh, like they're giving such horrible nutritional advice to these older women because they didn't keep up with the